Hello and welcome to Java lectures. This is Inam Chef, and today we are starting with the Servlet and Jsp, the Java web programming. Before starting, I want to tell you that if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon so you never miss any video from Java lectures. So let's get started. So I am starting with Eclipse with JSP and servlets. So with JSP and servlets, we can do the web programming with Java. We can create the dynamic pages, send requests to servers, and get response from the servers. So what are servlets? Servlets are normal Java programs but which execute on server. For executing the servlets, we need a server, and we can add the server here. We need Tomcat version 7, version 8, or version 9, and with servlets and JSPs, as I said, that we can create the websites, web applications, dynamic web applications. So the request from the view will go to the servlets, and servlet will execute on the servers, and server will respond to JSP requests to the client again. So we are starting new dynamic web project. Okay, hello servlet, web module 3, next, and we are generating a web.xml, the deployment descriptor. So you can google it, that what is the deployment descriptor web.xml. It is the initial file which is read by the server before deploying the application. So it has guidelines that what will our home page and which servlets we are working on, and the same work we can do with the annotations as well. Okay, finish. Right. Right here. So we have to just convert into a Maven project so we can add the dependencies of the servlet and JSP. So we have another option if we are not converting this project into Maven, so we can add the build path, and before for that I have to change the version of my JRE. Uh, Add library, JRE system library, and workspace default JRE. Right, apply and close. So error gone. So now the correct JRE is available with this path. Okay, now we have two options, that what we are adding. We are adding a jar from the our D file or E file where we have available, or we can download the jar files and import here, and we can use the Maven. So what is the problem with the first one? The problem with first one is dependency. So it has the dependency for the jar files. So if you are giving the project to any other one, so you have to give all the dependencies jar files to the one you are giving the project as well. But with the Maven, if you have not dependencies available, it will download for you. So no dependency for jar files will be available there in my second effort. So I'm converting it to the Maven project. You can google it to learn more about the Maven projects. So convert to Maven project. Okay, making finish. Okay, right. That's right. So we have a tag of dependencies here, and within the tag of dependencies we will add the dependencies of Servlet and JSP. Just we have to copy and we have to paste here. Control S. So it will download dependencies for us. Okay, libraries, Maven dependencies. It has downloaded the Servlet API. Okay, now JSP. Right, right. Okay, now start with the program. Okay, what's wrong with it? Again, class path issue Java 10. I have already removed it. Now it is coming again. At library, GRE, system library, apply, apply and close. Okay, right. Now, starting with some JSP pages. So where we can store our JSP pages here in the web content, and where is our web.xml file? Here it is. So we are just adding the welcome file. Our welcome file will be auto detected and called by the servlet container. So we are creating the index.jsp that will be called by automatically at the start of the server. Okay, in web content we can add the Jsp file. Okay, the name of Jsp file will be index.jsp. Okay, right. Okay, so I'm creating just to want to pass the value. So I'm just creating a text box here. Form action. Just leave the action for a minute. Just leave the method for a minute. Okay. Input type equals to text plus holder equals to your name here. Okay, name equals to my name, right? And input type equals to submit, value equals to say hello. Oh, that's right. Now saved. Now, as I said that these programs are always run on the server. So how can I run this? Right click, run as, run on server. So it will ask the server about the project. So sorry, it will ask about the servers that we have added already. So we have already added the Tomcat version 7. Okay, next. Oh, application environment J2SE. What's going on with the project? Oh, now I understood. Yeah. Uh, 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 is that project facets? And now I have to set the version. Apply and close. Now project facet. That was a problem with the project facet. Now run on server. Finish, and it will start our program. You can see the just 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I have to remove my previous projects from the server, so then I can continue. So just okay, 1 minute. I have to go to server, add and remove, and I have to remove this project. And now run on server. Okay, right. Here goes. So our main page, that is the index.jsp, is auto detected and called because of the web.xml file as we have defined for this page to start. It is welcome page. Okay, now your name here, I'm writing any name and saying hello, and it is not responding. So this is the work of the action, that what action you want to perform, and for action we need a servlet. So now we are creating a servlet here. New, a servlet, and the name of servlet will be uh, hello, and the name of package will be servlet. Finish. Okay, right. Oh, right. It's getting the importing the Servlet 3 API, and we have implemented the Servlet 2.5 API. So for Servlet 3, so just I have to copy, uh, remove Servlet 2 API and paste with the new one, and it will remove the errors right here. Okay. Okay, so here I have two methods, that is do get and do post. Okay, these are the methods. So which method you want to call? I am calling the method post. So if I am calling the method post, I have no work with the post method, sorry, get method. So I'm removing it, removing these two lines as well. So I can put my own code. Okay, removing these. Okay, right. Okay, so I have this web servlet action. So with annotation in Servlet 3 I can write here, and with Servlet 2 I have to write in web.xml file to configure the servlet. So I have a path, right, action. So I have just copy this action and put here, Control V, right? Okay, so it will send the request. When I press the button, it will send the request to this method, and I can get the values from this request object. So string st equals to request dot get what parameter. Okay, here we have to write the name of the parameter to get the value. The name of the parameter is my name. We want to get the value of this input type. So if we have another input, the other name we have to copy, and the other name we have to paste with the another string object to get an other value. Okay, Control V. Now I will get the value which I am writing in text box here, and just I am doing just sys to get the values, and later I will continue my further operations with it. Okay, right, now run on server, in progress, starting. Write your name here. I'm writing here enough. Say hello, get to console, and you are getting your system.out.println. Now this is empty page because we haven't added any response here. We have to add the response here. For adding the response, we have to get the response. Okay, so the return type of response is print writer. Out equals to response dot get writer. This will give us the authority to this object to write anything in HTML format. So out dot println. So I'm just copying, Control C, this same line and pasting. I can forward this JSP page, the request from this JSP page coming is to another JSP page. So I will do it later. So right now what I'm doing is adding HTML, starting body from here, right? Okay, starting font. Okay, I can write all the code in one line as well, but I'm writing step by step to understand that what's going on here. Okay, the font is started. Now the color equals to green, and size equals to 5. Okay, in the response what I'm writing is hello MR, right, with Mr. and plus what, ST, right? Okay, now I'm closing the font tag, closing the body tag, closing the HTML tag. Okay, I have no work with others, so just I am removing, doing Control S, stopping the server, and I am restarting the server with new deployment. Okay, write your name here. I'm writing Inam. Here it is. Hello, Mr. Inam. So that was the response of direct from the servlet, and that was the static text, and that was our text we have written. Okay, right. I'm changing the name Hockey. Hello, Mr. Hockey. Right. So this pages dynamic for us. Anytime according to our input, the output of the page will be changed. So these are called the web applications, which can change their page and the text of the page accordingly. These are not the static. So here was the system.out.println. Every time when I'm getting the request, I am doing system.out.print. So after that I am doing this. That's right. So it was our start with the JSP and servlets, and we will move further in next video.